Hello everyone, this is Dr. Sridhar, working as Assistant Professor in the Department of Chemistry, KLS Gopte Institute of Technology, Belagavi. In today's video, we'll be discussing about this chemistry CET multiple choice questions along with the answers. And today's topic, which I have chosen, is aldehydes, ketones, and carboxylic acids. Okay, so we'll be discussing a few questions and the solutions of that particular questions. Okay, to start with, first question, and the question goes like this: the most suitable reagent for the conversion of alcohol to aldehyde is. The options are KMnO4, K2Cr2O7, CrO3, and PCC. Okay, so among these four options, which is the best suitable reagent for the conversion of alcohol to aldehyde? Can you think of the answer? Yes, the answer is option D, that is PCC. PCC, it is called as pyridinium chlorochromate. Okay, so this particular reagent acts as a milder oxidizing agent, whereas rest 3, that is KMnO4, K2Cr2O7, and CrO3, it acts as very strong oxidizing agent. Thereby, it oxidizes the alcohol to directly acid. Whereas pyridinium chlorochromate, it stops at the aldehyde stage. It will not further oxidize the aldehyde into acid. So the right answer for this question is pyridinium chlorochromate. Okay, and this structure of pyridinium chlorochromate is, it is nothing but the salt of pyridine along with the chlorochromate ion. So this pyridinium chlorochromate, it is also known as Colin's reagent. Okay, so this pyridinium chlorochromate, it is nothing but the chromium plus 6 salt formed between the pyridine. It is the salt formed between the pyridine, HCl, and chromium trioxide. So generally, such kind of reactions, that is conversion of alcohol to aldehyde, is carried out in non-aqueous solvents such as dichloromethane. Few other examples, or you can say the similar kind of reagents which can be used as a milder oxidizing agent to convert the alcohol to aldehyde is here. Example, pyridinium dichromate, or the reagents which are used in Swan oxidation or Dess-Martin oxidation. Okay, so this is how you should choose the right answer. PCC is a milder oxidizing agent, whereas rest other three are very strong oxidizing agent which oxidizes alcohol to acid. Next, we'll move on to the second question. The question is, which one of the following involves nucleophilic addition? Okay, so the question is, which one of the following involves nucleophilic addition? The options are Kolb's reaction of phenol, Williamson's ether synthesis, Kolb's electrolytic synthesis of ethane, and aldol condensation from ethanol. So can you guess what is the right answer? The right answer for this question is option D, that is aldol condensation from ethanol. Okay, so now we'll look into the type of reactions which takes place in these options. In case of Kolb's reaction, it is an electrophilic substitution reaction which involves the reaction of phenol with sodium hydroxide and a weak electrophile CO2 to form orthohydroxy benzoic acid. In case of Williamson's ether synthesis, it follows SN2 mechanism. So this involves the formation of ether from alcohol organic halides in presence of sodium hydroxide or potassium hydroxide through alkoxide ion formation. In case of Kolb's electrolytic synthesis of ethane, so this follows the free radical mechanism. Okay, so in this process, you are going to see that sodium salt of fatty acids, upon electrolysis, they will yield the alkanes. For example, in this reaction, so you are going to take the sodium acetate. When you subject it for electrolysis, you are going to get a methane. Okay, sorry, the alkane. So here at anode, so this will undergo oxidation to yield the free radicals, and this here the CO2 will be released, and finally it will be left out with the methyl radicals. Okay, and these two methyl radicals will combine with each other to form ethane molecule. Similarly, at the cathode, as you know that at the cathode the reduction reaction takes place, that is by the reduction of the water molecule to form OH minus ion, and the evolution of hydrogen gas takes place at the cathode. And the right answer for this is aldol condensation. So here it is a nucleophilic addition reaction. Okay, so what happens here? The acetaldehyde reacts with the sodium hydroxide to form 3-hydroxy butanol, so which upon heating will yield crotonaldehyde. So this is a nucleophilic reaction because the sodium hydroxide, it acts as a base. It will abstract the proton from the CH3 group, thereby forming CH2 minus, and that CH2 minus will attack the another acetaldehyde molecule, that is carbonyl carbon of the acetaldehyde molecule, to form the 3-hydroxy butanol. So this is an example for nucleophilic addition reaction. Okay, the right answer for this is aldol condensation from ethanol. Third question goes like this: an aromatic compound X, so there is a compound called as X with the molecular formula C9H10O, gives the following chemical test. Please understand the question. So there is a compound called X, so that particular compound will follow all these chemical tests, that is forms a 2,4-DNP derivative, it reduces Tollens reagent, it undergoes Cannizzaro reaction, and on vigorous oxidation, so this X molecule will form 1,2-benzene dicarboxylic acid. Okay, you need to identify which is that compound. So we have 4 options: A, B, C and D. So among this, can you think which compound is X? And the right answer for this question is option A, that is 2-ethyl benzaldehyde. Okay, why this compound is the correct answer? So we will look into that. Look at this first reaction. The aldehyde or 2-ethyl benzaldehyde will undergo reaction with 2,4-dinitrophenylhydrazine, that is 2,4-DNP. You might have heard about the 2,4-DNP test. Okay, so this is an example. So this aldehyde, since there is aldehyde group, so that aldehyde group reacts with the 2,4-DNP to form the 2,4-DNP derivative. Second one, so this 2-ethyl benzaldehyde will reduce Tollens reagent. Okay, you can see the reaction here. So it will reduce the Tollens reagent. Third one is upon vigorous oxidation. Okay, upon vigorous oxidation, these substitutions will be converted into acid groups. So it gives 1,2-benzene dicarboxylic acid. Okay, and this 2-ethyl benzaldehyde will undergo Cannizzaro reaction. And you know that Cannizzaro reaction is nothing but the reaction of the any aldehydes with sodium hydroxide to yield the alcohol and the carboxylic acid. Okay, so the right answer for this is 2-ethyl benzaldehyde will give all these chemical tests. Okay, we'll move on to the last question of this presentation, and the question goes like this: which of the following reaction will not yield benzaldehyde? Read the question carefully and understand what they are expecting. Which of the following reaction will not yield benzaldehyde? So they are given some options. Okay, so that options include some reactions with the reagents, and with this, whether this reaction will yield you benzaldehyde or not. So that you need to identify in this question. And the options are reaction of benzoic acid with zinc mercury and concentrated HCl. Option B, reaction of toluene with bromyl chloride in presence of carbon disulfide followed by acid hydrolysis. Third one is hydrogenation of benzyl chloride in presence of palladium and barium sulfate. And the last option is reaction of benzene with carbon monoxide HCl in presence of anhydrous AlCl3. So can you guess what is the right answer for this question? The right answer for this question is option A, reaction of benzoic acid with zinc, mercury and HCl will not yield benzaldehyde, whereas rest all three options will give you benzaldehyde. So we'll look at the reactions individually. As I told that first reaction involving the reaction of benzoic acid with the zinc mercury in presence of constant HCl will not yield benzaldehyde because in presence of zinc mercury and concentrated HCl, reduction is useful especially for only aldehydes and ketones, but carboxylic acid groups remains unaffected. So because of this reason you won't get the benzaldehyde in this process. Second option, which is nothing but the reaction of the toluene. So toluene, this contains a methyl group. Reaction of this toluene with chromyl chloride in presence of carbon disulfide followed by acid hydrolysis will give you benzaldehyde, and this reaction is known as Itard reaction. So this is nothing but the direct oxidation of an aromatic or heterocyclic bound methyl group to aldehyde. So this will give you the benzaldehyde. Next reaction is hydrogenation of benzyl chloride in presence of palladium and barium sulfate will yield you benzaldehyde, and this reaction is known as Rosenmund reaction. Okay, so Rosenmund reaction is nothing but it is a hydrogenation process in which acid chlorides are selectively reduced to aldehydes. The last option is a reaction of benzene with carbon monoxide HCl in presence of anhydrous AlCl3. Anhydrous AlCl3 acts as Lewis acid. So this process will give you benzaldehyde, and this process is known as Getterman-Koch reaction. So this involves the preparation of aromatic aldehydes by treatment of aromatic compounds with carbon monoxide and HCl in presence of AlCl3. So the right answer for this question is option A. The benzoic acid upon treatment with zinc, mercury and HCl will not yield benzaldehyde. Hope you have understood the explanation for every question, and so this will help you to answer or choose the correct options for a particular question in your CET. Thanks for watching and listening to my presentation. Thank you very much.